There are 100 balls and 100 urns. Each ball is placed into an urn at random, and each urn is equally likely to receive that ball. The placement of the balls is independent of the placement of the other balls, and so there's no restriction on the number of balls that can be placed in any given urn. This means that for any urn, the probability that we put a ball into it is 1 over 100, and that's the same for every ball. If you want to be formal about it, you could say P of A I comma J is 1 over 100, where this is the probability that urn I gets ball J. This isn't really going to help us, but it helps if you think more formally about these kind of things and what we're actually doing here. So in the first one, it says, what is the probability that there are exactly 2 balls placed in the first urn? Well, we need to think about what our events are here. Our events are, for each ball, it either goes in the first urn or it doesn't. And let's call that first event, actually we're not looking at events here. So let's just look at the sequences. We could get, so A, we'll start A over here. We could get yes, where it goes in the first turn, and then all no's. We could get all no's, and then 2 yeses, right? So basically what we're looking at is where do we put the balls into the first urn? So how many ways are there to position those balls? So it could be the first and the 100th, the first and the second, and so on. So we have 100 possible balls, and we're going to put 2 of them into the first urn. So to choose 2 of them, we have 100 choose 2. Now, what is the chance of each of these sequences? Well, the chance of this sequence is it's a 1 in 100 chance of going into the first urn, a 1 in 100 chance of going into the first urn on the second ball, a 99 over 100 chance of not going into the first urn, because what we've basically done here is we've said I've lumped urn 1 as here, and that's a 1 over 100 chance. Urn 2 through 100 is over here, and we've just lumped them together because we've said it doesn't matter. So the 99 over 100 chance to the 98th. And that's the same for any sequence that contains 2 balls that go into urn 1 and 98 balls that go into any of the other 99 urns. So we have 100 choose 2 times 1 over 100 squared, because those are the 2 balls that went into the first urn, and then 99 over 100 to the 98th, because those are the balls that went into any of the other urns. How about part B? What is the chance that 1 ball was placed in each urn? So again, this is a counting problem, so we need to look at the possible sequences where this can happen. We could have 1, 2, all the way through 100, or we could have 100, 99, all the way through 1. The point is here is that every ball must go into every urn, and we must have that happen exactly once. So if I asked you what is the probability that I hit urn 1, then I hit urn 2, then I hit urn 3, and so on. Well, remember the events are independent. So it's just 1 over 100 to the 100. And that's true for any of these sequences. What if I said, what's the probability I hit ball urn 2, I hit urn 5, I hit urn 10, 15, and so on? As long as I hit all 100, each of those events has probability 1 over 100. So it's 1 over 100. And now, since getting urn 1 then 2 is a different sequence than getting urn 2 then 1, so I could think of it like, well, here, this world I got urn 1, and then I could have hit anything, maybe 1 through 99. 2 through 100. Because I can't hit urn 1 again, then maybe in this world I hit urn 100 first. So now I could hit 1 through 99 and so on. So the number of branches decreases as I go down this tree. Right? So I have to hit each urn once. So I have one choice for which gets hit first, two choices for which gets hit second, and so on. So that means I have 100 choices for which gets hit first, 99 choices for which gets hit second, and so on. So I have 100 factorial because I have 100 factorial possible ways of arranging the numbers 1 through 100 to determine the order in which the balls are placed in the urns. And that matters because those are different sequences, and the urns we can think of as labeled groups here.